research finding for Beautiful Dreams Society. I'm Grace Meyer.
I'm Tanner Douglas.
I'm Autumn Dunn.
I'm Lauren Ginsheimer.
And I'm Haley Hogan.
And we're the Peacocks.
So we did our research over Beautiful Dream Society, which is a faith-based organization in Oklahoma City. And it was founded by Jennifer Crow in 2010. She had this vision come to her head of a woman helping these children, and she found out that her dream meant she needed to go to a country in Africa called Lesotho and fight sex trafficking. So their mission is to fight sex trafficking and bring awareness and prevention while providing care and support for victims, women and children of sex trafficking. And so BDS, their primary source is they have a shelter in Lesotho, Africa. This shelter is called Hope House, and it houses women and children victims of sex trafficking and provides emotional and mental support and programs for them to get back on their feet and transition back into society. And it also, and the Hope House also has a preschool in Lesotho and an orphanage for children. BDS had a shelter in Oklahoma City for women sex trafficking victims from 2013 to 2016 called the Dream House. And like I said, that closed in 2016. So now they can focus more on bringing awareness and prevention to sex trafficking in Oklahoma City and put more time and effort into their shelter in Lesotho.
So our research question is, what ways can Beautiful Dream Society raise awareness and brand recognition through social media and other public relations methods? And our hypothesis is, if Beautiful Dream Society prioritizes their public relations efforts, then they will be able to reach more publics, create more awareness, and accomplish their mission.
Our first method of research was conducting interviews with the internal publics of Beautiful Dreams Society. We asked questions regarding the internal leadership, the successes and current status of the organization, the perceptions and awareness of the people working for Beautiful Dreams Society, and also the communication within the organization. We each did these throughout October. Most were conducted on FaceTime, but a few were conducted in person. And we did these to advance the knowledge of the internal environment of Beautiful Dreams Society.
On October 30th, the Peacocks invited multiple participants to participate in a focus group. The participants are at least 18 years of age and live in the Norman/Oklahoma City area. These participants focused in 45 minutes on answering questions about BDS, their mission, and what they're all about. At the end of this focus group, we concluded that the participants that took place in this focus group did not know everything about Beautiful Dream Society or their mission, but they did decide that if Beautiful Dream Society decided to continue their work and continue to communicate with them through social media outlets and personal communication, that they would support this organization.
The researchers' next method was method 3, which is surveys. We conducted the survey for the general public ages 18 and over in the Norman and Oklahoma City area. Within this survey, the researchers came up with questions to ask about the knowledge about Beautiful Dream Society and its services in Oklahoma and Lesotho. The researchers conducted this survey at the end of October and in the first part of November. This survey was online. The researchers created this survey on Qualtrics, which allowed us to create questions and answers for the survey participants. The researchers wanted to gain information from the general public about the perceptions, knowledge, attitudes, and behaviors about BDS.
Our next method was conducting a content analysis. So we conducted a content analysis over BDS's social media platforms, and we conducted this all throughout the month of November here at OU on campus. And we did this to gain insight on what BDS is sharing via social media to their publics.
The results that we gained from this survey, we see that following on Instagram has a high impact in the share of messaging and shares with family. Also, on the other side, we have that about 70% of the survey participants correctly answered that BDS was founded in Oklahoma.
As you can see above, Beautiful Dream Society has multiple social media outlets including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, each having unique results. As you can see above, the social media type of promotions focus more on Instagram rather than Facebook and Twitter. And to my right, you can see that social media type of the posts with survivor images, there was the most on Instagram, then Facebook, and then Twitter. Continuing on, you can see that Instagram had the most results in using hashtags, as well as Twitter and Facebook had as many hyperlinks compared to Instagram. Another one of our social media results were that the most hashtags were used between the Instagram and Twitter that actually got most people clicking on the different accounts. And the infographic is focused more on Twitter and Facebook where there's the most followers.
So our discussion at the end of the research pretty much was that Beautiful Dream Society needs to better connect with their publics to create a better relationship with all their audiences. Beautiful Dream Society also needs to develop more knowledge behind the organization and their cause to get more followers and more donors and more volunteers. The messages throughout Beautiful Dream Society's social media are not enough to bring the ideal range of the publics to their social accounts. Overall, the research provided that Beautiful Dream Society needs more media use and more communication with their publics. The research also shows what areas the organization is lacking in.
So our conclusion is our suggestions to improve BDS overall in social media and brand recognition. So our first suggestion is more opportunities to be given for current volunteers so they have more opportunities to get involved and change BDS for positive reasons. BDS lacks opportunities for current volunteers, which prevents new volunteers from getting involved. So to improve this, we were thinking of doing fundraising opportunities and events so that people can get involved and be passionate about changing BDS and helping to resolve sex trafficking. Donors need to receive more information regarding the status of BDS and what their donations are going to, just to make them see what they're giving and like what they're getting back out of it, since it's not. I'm gonna repeat that sentence, okay? I'm so sorry. Donors need to receive more information regarding the status of BDS and what they're donating to. Potential donors need to receive more education about BDS and how the organization would use their donations so they can get more donors and improve BDS. Our other suggestion was send out newsletters for employees so they're updated constantly on what BDS is improving and what they're striving to conduct. And prioritize interacting more with consumers, so just having more ideas of creating revenue like the stuffed animals, and focus more on Facebook, Twitter, television, and radio to improve brand recognition and social media interactions with the publics. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate it.